There had been quite a few changes to the Hawthorns Railway. The main line had been updated. The breakdown train was in a different section. There was 2 sidings for coaches, and they're also used for the mail cars as well. And the work had been finished before summer came. One evening, as Phillip was picking up the workers from the quarry, he noticed that there were 3 open sheds. Luke, can I ask you a question? Sure, Phillip. What do you want to ask me? Who's going to be sleeping in those sheds over there? Those sheds? Oh, right. Those sheds. Well, I heard that the controller is open up a new branch line, and whoever runs better on that branch line will sleep in one of those sheds. Well, maybe I should have the branch line. After all, my first and last jobs are working at the quarry. It would be nice not to get up so early. Well, you're gonna have to show the controller how much you want the branch line. Although, don't push yourself. I don't want you to get into an accident. That was one time, and it won't happen again. The next day, Nia was getting the coaches ready for Phillip. It was her job to get the first branch line passenger train ready. So she would pull the coaches out of the siding until the points were changed. And when the points were changed, she took them to the platform. And Phillip was there, waiting for his coaches to be ready. And Daisy was at the station, waiting for all her passengers to get on board. And as soon as Nia shunted the coaches to the platform, she was uncoupled from them so that she can get out of Phillip's way. Then she went to the yard to collect her goods train. And when the line was clear, Phillip got ready to couple up to his coaches. But before he did, he saw Diesel. And he probably knew that Diesel would be up to something. Hello, Phillip. I hear that the controller is opening up a new branch line. Yes, he did, Diesel. And I'm going to try to win that branch line so I can sleep in the quarry. So I don't have to get up so early, since my first and last jobs are working at the quarry. Well, why should a Diesel boxcab like you run a branch line? Well, I did kind of do some jobs on Edward's branch line back on the island of Sodor, so clearly I had worked on a branch line before. Well, you never pulled passengers on his branch line, so clearly you're not good enough to run the branch line. Oh, really? Then how come Daisy has taken passengers on the Harwick branch line back on the island of Sodor? That's right, Diesel. I am pulling passengers on the Harwick branch line back on the island of Sodor. And Daisy purred away with her passengers. So clearly, you think that a Diesel has never pulled coaches on the island of Sodor before, but guess what? I had proved you wrong. Phillip was surprised. He didn't expect Diesel to honk his horn so loudly. Well, looks like someone's in a bad mood today. Ow! Just do your passenger already! Yeah! He really gets angry that easily. The branch line led through some like forest. There's lights. And there was a sharp little bend around the corner. And Phillip had to slow down when he reached the section. And he did so smoothly. After the passenger run around the new branch line, it was Daisy's turn to go on the branch line. Throughout the upcoming days of the controller figuring out who's going to run the branch line, many engines were seeing how well they could do, especially around the bend. And sometimes Phillip would be helping other engines with them heavy loads. Diesel thought he was being very silly when he wasn't. Just because your first and last jobs are working at the quarry doesn't mean it's official yet that you'll be winning the branch line sooner or later. That's enough of that, Diesel. Now, I need you to shunt some trucks in the yard. I hate my life. Phillip just said nothing as he and the winter holiday train left. Later, in the quarry, Phillip was resting in one of the sheds, and he told Duncan all about Diesel. Just ignore him. If he was doing actual work, you probably would know why he needed a shed nearby. Well, he has done work sometimes, but not recently. And I think you should investigate tonight because, it's your turn and Diesel could be up to no good. Okay, I will. Duncan was right about Diesel. For the rest of the day, he was banging cars in the yard. And sometimes, he would make the cars derailed. That stupid box cab, thinking he's the favorite to win the branch line when he isn't. No, Diesel, stop! Ow! That night, Phillip had arrived at the investigation area, where he could see what Diesel was up to. He saw him coupling up to a flatbed with damaged skiff on it, and having a word with the controller. Diesel, you were supposed to get the yard ready, not damage the trucks and skiff. And now, I would want you to take him to the works to be repaired. Yes, sir. Whatever, sir. Phillip got a better look as he saw Diesel taking skiff to the works. I'll teach that box cab a thing or two about running branch lines. But secretly, he didn't know how. Well, I guess I'll figure out what he's up to in the morning. And he might be up to no good in the morning. The next day, as Diesel woke up, he saw that there was a long, heavy goods train in front of him. And Phillip, who was just getting the last truck ready. And it gave Diesel an idea as he rolled up to Phillip. Hello, Phillip. What do you want, Diesel? I'm just wondering where that goods train is off to. It's heading off to the mainland. And it's going down the branch line. The new branch line. It's the quickest way. Is it a train for me? No, it's for the Custom 9. That, Emerald Night train we decided to call now. Well, maybe I could do it. It's early in the morning. And the shipment could go to the mainland early. Really? You're offering to take the train when it's a heavy goods train? Remember the last time you tried to pull heavy goods train? Help! That was 22 years ago. And besides, I'm making an improvement on pulling heavy goods trains. And running branch lines. And I have never had an accident on a branch line in my life. Yeah, sure. Now I can show that Buckscap that I can be good on branch lines and pulling goods trains. So Diesel coupled up to the very long and very heavy train. He was struggling a little bit as he pulled out of the station. And when he got onto the main line, things became more easier. Or so he thought, mostly. Then there was trouble. This is our chance. On, faster, faster! Hey, stop pushing! On! Diesel had to slow down soon because he was approaching the bend. But the trucks just pushed him on, whether he liked it or not. Diesel had his brakes on, but they weren't working. Then it happened. He crashed right off the track. The coupling had snapped on the other cars, and they crashed right into the rest. And only 3 of the cars stayed on the track. Then, Phillip arrived. He had seen everything. Well, Diesel, I thought you were good at running branch lines, but it seems as though you were wrong. It wasn't my fault, Phillip. It was those stupid trucks. They pushed me off the track. Now, can you get the breakdown train so I can get back on the track? Right after I have a word with you. Diesel knew that voice. As some of the cars were being put back onto the track, the controller was having a word with Diesel. Well, Diesel, you have shown Phillip that you were not supposed to take this train, and another thing you showed him is that how stupid you are on branch lines. And after what you just did, by making the custom night trains late, I will be sending you to work at the scrapyard for the next few days. Yes, sir. After the mess was cleaned up, Phillip took the cars back to the station, and then the custom night then took the train. Well, after today, I hope Diesel have learned his lesson. And he went to collect his coaches for his passenger run on the new branch line. A few days later, Phillip was sent to the station for the announcement of who was going to be running the new branch line. And he saw that many other engines were there for the announcement. Ah, Phillip, you're just the last engine to arrive for the announcement. As you can see, everyone else that ran on the branch line is here, including Diesel. Well, what's he doing here anyway? I thought he wasn't going to be running the branch line after he made the custom night trains late the other day. Yeah, I know he did that. But I have a little surprise for him. And you. Wait, so you're saying that... Yes, I am, Phillip. The new branch line is yours. You have shown yourself that you need a change. Oh, sir. Thank you, sir. I can start right away on my new branch line. Heh. That boss cat doesn't deserve the branch line. I do. I have worked hard on the new line, taking that goods train. But you basically caused an accident, Diesel, so basically you don't deserve the branch line. Now get to work. Ugh, fine. Whatever you say, sir. Once the other engines had gone off to work, Phillip coupled up to the coaches. And once he was coupled up to the coaches and the passengers got on board, Phillip set it off to begin work on his new branch line. Since he already did his morning work at the quarry. And later that night, Phillip backed up into his new shed at the quarry. Hello, Phillip. Nice to see that you're my new roommate. Yeah, since I won the new branch line, I don't have to get up so early now. I could just sleep in. Yeah, you could, since you now sleep in the quarry. And it'll be like, you'll never be late for work. Yeah, I know. And I think After a long day of working on my new branch line, I think I'm gonna get some sleep. Well, I can't go to sleep yet. I had to take the mail train. So, yeah. I'll be back later. Good night. Good night. So Phillip went to sleep in the quarry. What about Diesel? He was thinking about his evil plan to get revenge on Phillip. But that's a story the next time we see him and Phillip.